Hi, I'm Chris and we are JCD. In this week's episode, we start off with a super satisfying drain unblocking. The next day, we get a jetter stuck in a manhole that takes us a while to get released, and I give you guys a look into what I get up to outside of my work life. Let's roll the footage. What is happening, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of We Are JCD with me, Chris, and everyone else in between. It's Monday. Mitchell from Greywater is on holiday this week. Sharon and Don are also on a well-deserved holiday, so me and James are flying solo. James is doing a lot of the cleaning stuff and I am out on the van on Greywater drainage. I've been out with John today. Super interesting day. We've just recently done a new part of our contract where we're doing what's called reactive work. So as and when something comes up that's an emergency, we've been going out to do it. Today was the first day of that, so we've tied in some of our normal surveying work and some reactive stuff. Yeah, some of them were interesting to say the least. One of them was super satisfying, but we've also got a little video of one we done. It was a massive pooling that was affecting a busy road in London. Last night it was affecting 3 out of 4 lanes on this busy highway. It subsided over the day because we've had no rain, but we went there today. We thought it might be a bit of a challenge, but we got stuck in and we got it done. Roll the footage, Adam.
I knew you'd have that out.
Big YouTube content. Look at this puddle.
So is that twist?
Yeah.
You can see where it's starting to come out.
Yeah. Just make sure it's gone.
Look, you can see the curve now.
Smashed it.
Think how much that's taking now.
Yeah, a lot of volume.
It's a lot of volume, isn't it?
John boy, look, caught a fish. Caught a decent fish.
Oh, she's picking up pace now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it'll get worse. Just check it.
I bet they ain't going to believe you've done this. Wow. Took a lot of the silk of it though.
Proper drainage engineers, mate. Good job, good job, good job. So that was an interesting one. Them ones are always super satisfying when you can get them unblocked. We thought we might need a mainline tanker, but we managed to get away with it with a little bit of handiwork. I'm going to be on the van a lot of this week. Today was super busy and super reactive, so I didn't film as much as I would have liked to, but I promise you guys that I'm going to film a lot of what we do this week, just giving a window into what's going on with Greywater drainage. So I've just got back home now. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to quickly nick to the gym. I'm going to catch up with you guys tomorrow and we're going to have lots more footage. We've also got some builders cleans going on this week and there's plenty of other stuff. We've got some real interesting projects coming up. I'm going to make a real effort to go out and get them filmed. Well, Adam is going to make an effort to go out and get them filmed, because the problem is I can't be on every single job, every single day, in every single place, because despite what many people think, there is only one of me. So that wraps up a positive day. I'll see you guys in the morning. Short update for Monday, but let's do Tuesday.
Let them take their own moral of the story and takeaway. Instead, tell the story in a meaningful way that touches your own heart. My family. Don't think about my family when I'm telling you this. Think about yours. And then here's the other thing. Seek topics other people in your field are covering. Be against something. You want to bring a word that unusual to an extraordinary. Make sure you have some.
What is happening, team? It is Thursday morning and as planned we are up in the city. We've got a busy day again today. A bit more of a relaxed day yesterday with us getting that job done a bit quicker than we had planned. So I'm up in the city today. We've got a survey to do this morning. We've got a building that's got some repeat blockages in their lines, so they're going to have a survey done. I believe they've had one done before, but I don't think they got to the end of what was actually needing to happen. I'm just looking for the building, wandering around. So we've got a survey to do this morning, and then we are going to be doing some stuff on some highways where we've got some blockages to do of some stormwater lines, reoccurring theme at the moment, obviously. Nice early start this morning, 5 o'clock. I put a post out on LinkedIn actually, and if you don't follow me on LinkedIn or any of the other social platforms, make sure you do. Just search Chris Guilfoyle. Put a post out on LinkedIn. I've realised recently that one thing that really makes me happy, or that I deem as a barometer of success, is when I don't have to set an alarm in the morning. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you lay in till 10, 11 o'clock, that's not what we do, but I naturally wake up around 6:30 anyway, but just not having to set an alarm, so nice. You know, you've got a little bit of freedom and flexibility when you can do that and just sort of get up at your own leisure. But that wasn't the case today. Alarm, 5:30, met John on the drive, and now we are in the city. So when I find this building, I'm going to wait for our customer, and then we're going to go and see what we can do for this one. Promised you guys yesterday, Monday, today's Tuesday, promised you guys that I would film a lot of what goes on this week. I'm going to get better at it, I promise. Me and John have had a busy day today. We've actually had a very stressful day. Everything that could go wrong went wrong today. So we arrived on the first job. We're obviously working on roads at the moment, a lot of highway stuff. And the first job we get to, parked up and got a ticket on the van. Didn't put one on the tanker, but the guy put one on the van, despite me telling him the reason we were here. He was quite rude actually, to be fair. Told me I clearly can't read because you can't park where I was, but I know that. But the reason we're doing it is for safety for me and John working. But anyway, so we got a ticket, doesn't matter. We've had a couple when we're working on highways, managed to get rid of that. The next job we went to, we got the jetter stuck. Happens now and then on the drainage. To be honest, anyone that says it doesn't is lying. Got the jetter stuck. Actually, we were working in a stormwater line, and Adam put a picture up on the screen here. Working on a stormwater line. Actually had a non-return valve on it. That's why it was stuck, but we couldn't see the non-return valve because it was so deep and skinny. So I managed to get down there and sort of prod around it with a crowbar and lift the thing up, and then the jet come out. So we wasn't there long. We wasted about 35 minutes, but we managed to get that done in the end. Then the next survey we had was just a nightmare. We had 9 lines to survey, and it was just a real technical survey, lots of issues with it. So that was a pain in the arse. And to be honest with you, when you're out and about, I said this on the channel, I don't think people realise when you're out and about, and especially when you're on the tools, it's not so bad when I'm out and about doing my managerial bits and pieces, but when I'm actually physically on the tools, it's really hard, especially on busy days, to do both. That's why sometimes we get Adam to come out with me, but we're going to be reviewing all that soon actually. We're getting some good traction on some of the podcast stuff, which is good. So we're going to be reviewing all of the platforms and just seeing what we do with them. Hopefully doing more, to be honest, but just sort of, you know, we can do that now and then, just see where we're going, what we're doing. Podcast platform's growing, the YouTube's growing, and everything in between is growing as well. All the social platforms are growing well, especially IG on both JCD and the podcast platform. So we're going to have a little chat about how we do that moving forward, and also more personal branding stuff for me. I'm keen to do more of that talking head stuff on my own Instagram, LinkedIn, and all that good stuff. So I'm sorry I didn't get much done today in terms of filming. Tomorrow we have actually got a repair job to do local in Kent, so that should be an interesting one. So I'll get that one done, and then Thursday we are back in the city. Friday I have interviews all day, so I should be able to get some more content down for you guys. So that wraps up Tuesday. I'll see you guys in the morning. Wednesday. We've had an early day today for a change, which is nice. We had a particular job on that I've been kicking into the long grass for a while. It was a domestic job, a gully that was overflowing. It was one of Mitchell's very, very first jobs. I thought that we were going to have to dig it up. So I'd planned the day. I'd spoke to the estate agent, said we might need to dig this particular line up because it was full of concrete. This particular rental property had recently had some renovations. When we got there, there was clearly settled deposits in the bottom. which was really hard, and me and Mitchell couldn't do it on the day. So I gave the customer some options and they gave us the go-ahead, but where we've been so busy lately, I've just kicked it into the long grass. But we had a bit of a free day today. Me and John went there. We managed to get one of our new pieces of Picote kit, and we managed to actually get through what was there without digging it up. It was definitely concrete, whether it's just some washout where they'd been cleaning their tools. But it only took us a couple of hours, and I was expecting it to take the full day. Some days you get the flow going in your way, and today was one of those days. So I didn't have nothing else on. I didn't want to have to venture into London because, to be honest with you, with Mitchell being off this week, I am up to my neck in it. I still haven't found an administrator. If anyone is looking for an administrator role in the Kent area, then hit your boy up, because I am desperate for someone at the moment. But we don't want to rush it and get someone that's not right for the role. So I'm going to use this afternoon as an ample opportunity to catch up on what I need to. So there's not much going on for the rest of the day, but we are back to normal tomorrow. We've got a big survey to do in the city, and we're back up in London for the rest of the day. So that's going to be a short update for Wednesday, but as always, an action-packed day tomorrow. So we have just finished up at that particular customer. As suspected, it's not uncommon in London buildings specifically. They are made of cast iron. They're hundreds years old, and no one ever maintains the cast iron. What happens is, like an artery, over time it clogs up, it reduces, and then when you've got people like this building behind me that's got thousands of people going through it a day, you're going to get repeat blockages because you're getting so much use. The material that it blocks up with is quite coarse, so it catch any tissue or anything like that quite easily. So this one's going to need a descale. We're going to send the report over to the customer, get them a cost over, and then we'll have to do that one out of hours. Now, it was raining in central London last night, so I'm told, so we have got lots of call outs. John has joined me in the tanker, we've got the van, and we're going to go and see if we can get London flowing again. Let's roll. Scrap that, changing my mind, I lied to you guys. Just too busy at the moment. I'm sorry. It's just so hard being out on the tools. I said to someone today, actually, a customer, because they know I do a lot of social stuff. I don't think people realise how hard it is to actually film good content and be doing stuff while you're there. And it's quite a fast-paced environment. Plus, it started raining up in the city, so our workload was even more. It is now 6:15 and I've just got back. I've been out since 5 o'clock this morning. So a long day. John's been with me, so a good team effort today. Mitchell's back Monday, can't wait. Yes, I just got back home. So tomorrow I have got some interviews in the morning. I'm also having a catch up with our new general manager for JCD, and I am going to catch up on some paperwork that I really need to catch up on. Obviously done a bit yesterday afternoon, but it wasn't enough. I've got to get some payment stuff in. So hopefully we'll get a new administrator soon. So yeah. Busy day. Couple of them we couldn't do, they were just too big. I am actually in the market for a bigger tanker now. I think I've just accepted it. I had a conversation with a customer today. And look, at the end of the day, business is about risk. I remember when I got the 7.5 ton rear net, people said to me, oh, you don't need that, you're not going to use it, what's it going to be for? If I didn't have it, I'd be in big trouble. So look, it's about risks. We've paid off a couple of our other vans now. I think it's just time to roll the dice. We'll make it work. We always have for the past 10 years, and that's what business is about. It's your tolerance to risk 9 times out of 10. And hey, I honestly reckon if I lost it all, I could build it back again. That's how confident I am. I've done it twice now, not just once, twice. And I reckon if I had to, I could do it again. Should never going to come to that, but just saying, just boasting. But got to back yourself, right? So anyway, wraps up Thursday. I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday, where we've got the interview, and I've got my little schoolgirl. She's been at school the first 2-4 weeks at school, and she's come outside to tell her dad how she's got on. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. You alright? How was school? Yeah? Yes team, what is happening? Friday, we made it. Last day of the week, always our favourite day. This morning I have been down at JCD HQ with our new GM, area manager, Gary, and we have been doing some interviews for the admin role that we need to find someone for. Had a couple of candidates, it went really well. A couple of them stood out more than others, as there always is, but I think we are going to do a couple of more interviews. So yeah, I spent the rest of the day down at JCD HQ. To be honest with you, I've come away a little bit early today, and I'm going to give you a bit of view in what I like to do in my spare time. I am a keen martial artist, not active anymore, but I used to have an active martial arts career in kickboxing, boxing and K1. I don't do it anymore because the business took off, and to be honest with you, I can't dedicate the time that it takes to be a fighter. But one of the lads that I do regularly train with, young lad, Callum, very interesting prospect, he is fighting today at the Civic Hall in Essex. So I've come over here a little bit early for him to weigh in, and then he's got his fight tonight for a title. So we are over here. It's going to be a super interesting one. I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes and see what happens, and hopefully we're going to get the W. So, Adam, roll the B-roll.
Representing the Powerlifting Academy, Callum Thomas.
Go to him, Cal! Go to him! Keep cupping! Sharp! Cal, keep working! Chop the legs, Cal! Good!
But we do have your winner by corner withdrawal at the end of round one. And the area title belt goes around the waist of the man from the red corner, Callum Thomas.
So that wraps up another Friday, an interesting Friday, and a little bit of a personal look into what I get to outside of work. And a great night for our young lad Callum. Is a great lad, a real pleasure to have in the gym, one of those life's real good people, and a real interesting week. I'm looking forward to having Mitchell back next week. I've missed you, Mitchell, so I don't have to be on the tools and I can get back to what I'm doing best. So that wraps up another episode of We Are JCD, a little bit of an unusual and surprise Friday for you guys. Thank you for checking in, and I will catch you on next week's video. Over and out.